Before we begin, I'm going to leave the original intro of this video in it because I think that you should enjoy this gem.
Jojo.
I'm Nito the GNTG and welcome to Raging G. When I was a kid, there was a magazine here called Sainya, aka Genesis. It had many things in it, like interviews, news for movies and learning articles for kids, since it was for kids. Unfortunately, I don't remember a lot of it since I was a kid when I was buying and reading it. Of course, I do remember the small booklets that were included with the magazines, and I still have many of those. But it didn't have just news and interviews, but comics as well. One of them was Fruitopia, a few from different games and others. Today we'll talk about one of them, specifically The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. It was first released in America in 1992 in the monthly Nintendo Power, a magazine all about Nintendo with many reviews and comics from the games they had. They released a collected version in 1993 in America and Japan, but in May of 2015 Viz Media re-released this amazing collected edition of it. This manga was created by Ishinomori Shotaro, that unfortunately passed away in 1998. He created many shows and the industry of tokusatsu with Kamen Rider. For the people unfamiliar with it, do you know the type of heroes that are transforming into heroes with suits, explosions behind them, etc.? Do you know Power Rangers? You know tokusatsu. Other works of him is Cyborg 009 and Skullman. He had so many works that in 2007 he got a Guinness Award for being the author with the most published works, with a collected number of around 128,000 works of him out. Link to the Past is one of them, and I can say that it's an excellent one. Ishinomori manages to take the story of the game and adds his own unique, wonderful style. He also adds a few of his own ideas to progress the story, changing a few things like how the world works and adding a few of his own characters, but staying as much as possible faithful to the original material. The story begins with Link waking up a rainy night with a voice talking inside his head telling him that she is Princess Zelda and she needs Link to save her from the danger she's in. Link goes to the castle and sees that it's been taken over by a villain named Aghanim, and he'll sacrifice Zelda to bring an ultimate evil to the world of Hyrule. Link sees Aghanim killing his uncle and with his final breaths gives Link his sword and shield. After that, we see Link saving Zelda, but it was a short victory since Aghanim appears out of nowhere, beats up Link and sacrifices Zelda in order to achieve his goal. After that, Link's trying to find the Master Sword so he can defeat Aghanim. This manga manages to create a colorful style in the world of Hyrule, since it's a rare, fully colored one. It has amazing levels of details and there is a nice change with jokes from the different experiences of Link in many cases, with serious and dynamic fights with all the bosses in order to achieve his goal. The same is applied for the backgrounds, with countless different settings with an excruciating amount of detail that the bright colors bring them to life. The colors add more detail as well, like moments with dynamic lighting or important items to pop out and look beautiful. It's an amazing collection and a big book, as you can see, that makes you able to appreciate the vivid designs even more. There are a few times that the panels not making sense since you don't know where you should read next, making you a bit confused at times, but except that there are no other problems. It's a book that every Zelda fan must have. It's colorful, with amazing art, a good story, and even the cover has a monumental appearance, and from the first simple look, you'll love it. And that was it all for this episode. If you liked it, don't forget to subscribe, leave me a comment down below on what videos you want me to talk about in my next episodes, and see ya on my next review. Until then, I'm NTG, and keep reading.